Hey, Michael here. In August of this year, it was announced that you can now download the Assistive Context-Aware Toolkit, ACAT, the software people like Stephen Hawking use to communicate with the world using cheek twitch recognition. That was great news for people with vocal disabilities, but only a few different voices are available on the software. However, you can lend your own voice to people who don't have one using VocaliD. All you need to do is set aside a few hours, record your voice, upload it to the database, and know that you've made a real difference. You don't have to spend a lot of money to help other people out. So if you don't have a lot of money, or even if you do, check out these dongs that make a difference. Things to do online now, guys. Some particularly expensive items can be clothing. Now, for those who are in need, there is the StreetStore.org. It's a pop-up clothing store created in South Africa that prints out hangers for unwanted clothes and turns any street corner into a shop for the homeless. You can do it too. Print off the open source templates, take your spare clothes along, and turn your street into a store for those who may need them. Now, once you've printed something off, of course, it ceases to be a dong, but it's a charitable thing to do, so that's okay. If you don't have spare clothing, but do happen to have spare art supplies, then head to creativepitch.org, a Chicago-based organization that gathers unwanted art materials and gives them free to art teachers and therapists who need them the most. You've probably already heard of freerice.com. A site that for every question you answer correctly donates 10 grains of rice to charity. Well, in February 2015, they reached 300 billion grains. This is nearly 9,500 tons, enough to feed over 15.5 million people for a day. Over 2 million cell samples have been analyzed by citizen scientists like you on Cell Slider, an interactive tool from Cancer Research UK where, from your own computer, you can help scientists work through thousands of real cell samples detecting cancer. Right now, they're up to date, but more are always added, and the tutorial on how it works and what sort of cells to be looking for is fascinating to work through. Searching like this takes a very long time, but searching for some addresses on Earth is almost impossible. Here's when what 3 words would be useful. The tool maps the entire Earth onto 57 trillion 3-meter square areas and allocates 3 words to each of them for global pinpointing. As well as exploring the 3-word names of familiar locations to you, there's actually a big need for this addressing system. Many people on Earth don't have proper addressing for their location, so they aren't able to get deliveries or receive aid. Latitude and longitude are great, but they're sometimes cumbersome, tricky to remember, and not fully understood by many. Now, we've mentioned this one before, but if you're more interested in helping humans map the universe, searching for alien intelligence, then help Seti, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, right at home. When you're not using your computer, you can give permission to Seti to use an amount you choose of your CPU, disk space, and bandwidth. They then use this to help them compute the vast amount of data picked up from space in the search for alien intelligence. If you just opened a new tab to go do this before the video's even over, then make sure it's a tab for a cause. Download the plugin, and for every new tab you open, you raise a small amount of money for different charities you can pick from. I will leave you with a bonus dong that's not free, but is incredibly charitable, the Vsauce Holiday Box. This box comes loaded with awesome Vsauce goodies picked by myself and Kevin and Jake, plus 100% of Vsauce proceeds go directly to Alzheimer's research. It's a great box. You can pick one up at geekfuel.com/Vsauce. And as always, thanks for watching.